Apparently, there's a science to granules and gari. Granules is really rich. It helps us keep us satisfied longer because of the high protein in it. So that way you feel fuller, so you end up eating less. And now that I know, I have a good reason to eat my granules and gari. And for those of you that know what, by all means continue to enjoy it. And for those of you that don't know what that is, hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite nurse, Peju. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And welcome. To get started, we're going to be talking about the seeds and the nuts today. And if you've been following me, you know we've been talking about the GBOMBS. Remember, the G for the greens, the V for the beans, the O for the onions, the M for the mushroom, the B for the berries, and the S for the seeds. So the seeds will be concluding the GBOMB acronym. I know you've been having a wonderful time. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of what we're going to be talking today, if you've been enjoying all these healthy tips I've been bringing to you, make sure you're sharing and you've also subscribed and you're also commenting, so that way our channel can grow and we can also reach more people and spread the love. All right, now that is out of the way, we need to talk about the seed and the nuts. Apparently, the nuts and the seeds are really good for us. So I'm going to summarize some of the quick benefits. They are actually very good for the heart. They also help prevent cancer, and they are great at managing our weight. So let's talk about some of the seeds. So apparently, chia seed and flax seed, they actually help with the gut and also support with the brain function. So another study has even showed that just consuming the seeds and nuts can actually help prevent stroke. So one of the major benefits is that when you're consuming these things, because they help lower inflammation, they're also rich in omega-3 fatty acids. They actually help reduce the bad cholesterol, which is really good for our hearts, which is one of the reasons why they help prevent stroke. Another benefit that is very important is they help with the insulin sensitivity. So what that means is it helps the insulin break down sugar better. What that means in the long run is it helps reduce the risk of developing diabetes. Another benefit that we need to remember is it also helps reduce the risk of developing cancer. It literally even prevents it. So some of the examples that we can go over. Let's talk about the walnuts and the cashew nut, and my favorite, granite. Apparently, there's a science to granules and gari. Granules is really rich. It helps us keep us satisfied longer because of the high protein in it. So that way you feel fuller, so you end up eating less. And now that I know, I have a good reason to eat my granules and gari. And for those of you that know what, by all means continue to enjoy it. And for those of you that don't know what that is, please go ahead and find out. This is a really popular delicacy among the Nigerians. You cannot go wrong with some granules and gari. But don't forget, you don't want to have too much sugar in that. And while you're also having the nuts, it's always best to have them close to raw, roasted, and use as little salt as possible. Or you can also have the natural peanut butter. So remember, they help with the heart health, they help with maintaining your weight, and they also help prevent cancer. So flaxseed, chia seed, and cinnamon seeds, those are some of the seeds that we can include in our daily diet. All just consuming those alone will help give you all these benefits that we're talking about. So chia seed, how can you consume it? How can you have this in your daily diet? There are many ways you can go about this. For the seeds, you can get very creative. You can put them in your smoothie, you can put them in your oatmeal, and the chia seed in particular, you can make it into a pudding. And today I have something special. I actually learned that you can just put it in the water and drink. And it's so rich. Apparently it is even rich in, it has more calcium than milk. Now, not to say that I don't drink milk if you need milk. Long story short, I have my water and I have some chia seed. So drink some water with some chia seed. Okay, that's out of the way. Another thing we need to talk about is the other nuts. There are a whole lot of nuts out there. I think the point I'm trying to get home with everybody is this is some of the items we need to be including in our daily diet. It doesn't matter which one. The goal is to get some type in your daily diet. And for the chia seed, another way you can get it in your system is even putting your pancakes. You all know how I love my pancakes. I love my pancakes. I even put the chia seed sometimes, and I even put flaxseed, the blended one, in the pancake. And guess what? The kids don't even notice. So you can put just a little bit, and that way you can start training your belly. And remember, with the chia seed and the flaxseed, you start to have a tinier waist. Long story short, before you know it, the speech is going to be a different person entirely. So I'm looking forward to all the benefits that come with all this type of diet. And if you've been enjoying this, please be sure to share, subscribe, and comment. Remember, it's your favorite nurse. Until next time, stay healthy, stay vibrant, and stay smiling. See you.